Welcome to www.fitnessmarketingmuscle.com. Today's topic, understanding the total value of your fitness business client. Lifetime value of a client. Here's what it's all about. By definition, the lifetime value of a client is the total revenue produced by an average client over their lifetime association with your fitness business. Once you know your average client's lifetime value, you're then in a position to determine how much you can afford to spend to convert a prospect into a client. You know that as long as you take great care of your clients, they will stay with you for as long as there's a need. I'm going to throw some numbers at you, so try to stick with me. You're going to have to adjust this example based on your numbers, so at first, just try to get the general concept. Let's say your average client trains twice a week for 6 months, and your average fee is $50 per session. That client represents total revenue over their lifetime with you of $2,400. That's training twice a week at $50 equals $100 a week times 24 weeks equals $2,400. That means your average client is worth $2,400 to you over their lifetime associated with your fitness business. But wait, you can take it a couple steps further if you have accurate data. Does your average customer purchase additional products or services from you? If so, you need to factor in the average amount over their lifetime association with you. Does your average client refer new business to you? If so, you need to factor in the number of referrals you get from your average client. So, to continue with the lifetime value concept, let's say your average client refers 2 new clients to you over the course of her 6 months with you. Based on our model, those 2 referred clients will stay with you for 6 months and train twice a week at $50 each session. So each one of those referred clients is worth an additional $2,400 to you. Therefore, you can conservatively estimate that the lifetime value of your original client is $7,200. They're $2,400 plus $2,400 each from their 2 referrals. And if you want to take this a step further, based on our model, each of the 2 clients referred to you by your original client will also refer 2 clients, generating another 4 clients, each worth $2,400, so that's another $9,600. We could extrapolate further, but for our purposes today, let's not even consider referrals. That'll just be gravy. So based on our conservative model, you can see that the lifetime value of your client is $2,400. If the lifetime value of your average client is $2,400, with that in mind, I'm going to ask you the big question. How much are you willing to invest to get a new client? Is $100 too much? What about $300? Is that too much? Is $500 too much? No, no, and no. Obviously, the lower you can keep your maximum client acquisition costs, the more profit you make. But theoretically, you could invest up to $1,200 to acquire a new client and still break even, assuming 50% profit margin. Just keep in mind that acquiring new clients requires a commitment to a marketing budget. You have to be smart about it. You have to know your numbers, and you have to work the system. Otherwise, you're all over the place, and you don't know if you're profitable or not. So based on the lifetime value model we just discussed, you really can afford to invest generously in new client acquisition. If it costs you $100 to bring in a new client who has a lifetime value, also known as total customer value, to you of $2,400, then that's a pretty nice return on your investment, wouldn't you say? If you knew that you could consistently invest $200 now for a return of $7,200, wouldn't you do that as often as possible? For success in your fitness business, it's critically important that you figure out the lifetime value of your average client and then use that number to guide all your marketing decisions. For more information on topics like this, please go to www.fitnessmarketingmuscle.com/category/fitness-business.